Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations. To you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, Behold, Dr. Jaws. My source, RT.com. And this article is entitled, Fauci Admits to Lying About Fill in the Blank Herd Immunity Threshold to Manipulate Public Support for Fill in the Blank Moves Goalposts to 90%. This article was published on the 25th of December 2020. If you know anything about the term nomen omen, it means name prediction. When you investigate the name Fauci, it goes into the origin of Jaws. According to the Free Dictionary, Jaws is defined as a dangerous situation or confrontation. Okay, keep in mind, Fauci does the bidding for the nobility of Edom. The nobility of Edom control this entire system. And when I refer to the nobility of Edom, I'm talking about the Rothschilds trickling down to the other elite Edomite families. Nobility means highborn, okay? The dangerous situation Fauci is attempting to present to the public is what? To receive this fill in the blank. Okay? This is an objective within the New World Order. And this objective is to what? Depopulate. Okay? A dangerous situation and that dangerous situation is what? Highlighted. And it's being presented by who? Dr. Jaws to depopulate the people. Okay? Another key point, the jaws of death. All right. Let's go back into this article, and it states, Dr. Anthony Fauci, the epidemiologist, revered almost religiously as a hero by mainstream media outlets and Democrat politicians, has admitted that he lied to Americans to manipulate their acceptance of a new fill in the blank. Job 13:4, but ye are forgers of lies. Dr. Fauci admitted that he lied to Americans to manipulate their acceptance of a new fill in the blank. Forgers in the Hebrew means what? Strong's H 2950 to Paul, which means to smear. They smear lies, plaster over. Plaster over what? They use lies to plaster over the truth. All right? They stick what? Lies. They glue what? Lies. Utilizing their media. Okay? Their news outlet. Their research presented to the public via their researchers. Okay? And also to impute falsely, to account falsely. And in this case, Fauci admitted that he lied to Americans to manipulate their acceptance of a new fill in the blank. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Right. The purpose of a physician is to heal you and not continue to make you sick. All right. And the reason why they are forging lies, Job 5:12, he disappoint the devices of the crafty. He is referring to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. A device of the crafty is what? Hence, what's highlighted in blue. Okay. The crafty, referring to the nobility of Edom, the highborn of Edom. They control this entire system. So that their hands, meaning what? Their might, their control, cannot perform, meaning what? Attain their enterprise, referring to the new world order or the great reset that will present what? The new world order. Okay? Malachi chapter 1 verse 4, whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, hence the Renaissance. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. All right? In the Hebrew, border means what? A territory. No matter where Esau, Edom is at, you can classify that entire area as the border of wickedness. Prime example, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the entire earth, okay, is wicked, excluding the elect of Israel, okay? Now think about this. The elite utilize their system, okay, to govern the entire world. All right. The earth is given into the hand power of the wicked. And the wicked is who? The Edomites, beginning with their nobility. Highborn. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Literal. If not, where and who is he? Back into Malachi 1:4. The border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh have indignation, meaning what? Righteous anger forever. And that's literal. Okay? Back into the article. The intentional deception involves estimates for what percentage of the population will need to be immunized to achieve herd immunity against fill in the blank and enable a return to normalcy. Earlier this year, Fauci said 60 to 70%, a typical range for such a fill in the blank, but he moved the goalpost to 70 to 75% in television interviews about a month ago. Last week, he told CNBC that the magic number would be around 75, 80, 85%. Okay. And it states, when pressed on the moving target in a New York Times interview, Fauci said he purposely revised his estimates gradually. The newspaper, which posted The article on Thursday said Fauci changed his answers partly based on science and partly on his hunch that the country is finally ready to hear what he really thinks. When polls said only about half of all Americans would take a fill in the blank, I was saying herd immunity would take 70 to 75%, Fauci said. Then, when newer surveys said 60% or more would take it, I thought I can nudge this up a bit, so I went to 80 to 85. Okay. Now, key point. Fauci changed his answers partly based on science. Okay. Science means to know. The only science, okay, that we need to know is the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Let's get another precept. 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions. All right. Oppositions in the Greek means a theory of science falsely so called, and theories of science falsely so called. According to the etymon for theory, it means what? To see a view, okay? To see a view. And according to Fauci, he was attempting to get the public to see his view. And it states, Fauci changed his answer partly based on science and partly on his hunch that the country is finally ready to hear what he really thinks. Okay? And according to 1 Timothy 6:20, and theories of science falsely so called. This is bullshit. That the country is finally ready to hear what he really thinks. His theory. Okay? Which is what? Lies. When polls said only about half of all Americans would take a vaccine, I was saying herd immunity would take 70 to 75%. Then, when newer surveys said 60% or more would take it, I thought I can nudge this up a bit, so I went to 80 to 85. All right? Esau Edom is the wicked. And if you can't see it, shame on you. Psalm 64:4. You know what? Let's start at verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. And Esau is being wounded. Okay? So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. And Fauci told on his damn self. What did he say? Fauci admitted that he lied to Americans to manipulate their acceptance of a new fill in the blank. And all that see them shall flee away. Okay. Lord will, you're edified. Shalom.